I see them again. Sure it was my bad dreaming. Glory ho, to the bold Fenian men. Some died by the glenside, some died near the stranger, and wise men have told us that their cause was a failure. They stood by old Ireland and never feared danger. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian men. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian men. I passed on my way, God be praised that I met her. My life long or short, I will never forget her. We may have great men, but we'll never have better. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian men. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian men.
Well, as Ciara just said there, that's us now. Yeah, folks, I know what happened, so my apologies. We're only half an hour late with the show tonight, but so basically, I came down earlier on when I was finished work, and I set everything up. It was all working perfect, so it was grand. Done all the sound checks, everything was working hunky-dory, sound as a pound. So it was, and then when I come back down there, literally at 10 to 7, my man goes, Jesus, me go and check everything's okay, because there was a power cut here, something happened, and all the lights went out in the house, all the sockets went out, so something's happened, and the trips all went, so whatever happened, it knocked the laptop off mid sort of the stream I had preset, so whatever's happened, it fucked it up anyway, and I just realised there and I what it done, and it was a wee setting that I had to set back again, so apologies folks, I may look at the camera, hadn't I? As you can see, so I'm on my own tonight, probably for the fourth time telling you this. Marty earlier on there, he's getting his prep done for going to Turkey to get his teeth done, so he is. So I know he won't mind me telling you that there, like. So we had to go into the proper dentist first, and they took about 6 or 7 teeth out of him. So when I phoned him earlier on, literally he had a whole mouthful of gauze, and he was like, couldn't hear a word he was saying. So it turns out, so he says, anyway, I can't join you on the show tonight, so I can't. So, Marty, listen, not a problem. I've done this show enough a few times on my own. So, I said, but it does feel strange being down doing this Wednesday night show without Marty sitting in this seat. Obviously, I'm usually sitting over the other seat there. But I'm sitting in the middle trying to operate both screens tonight. So, as it stands at the minute, I don't think we're going to have a quiz tonight, unless if maybe get our Anya, I can link her up to get her to phone in. I'll dial her in live, so I can maybe she can ask me the questions. But other than that, obviously we won't have the quiz tonight because my sidekick isn't here. But listen, his turkey teeth come first, so they do. So there we go. Anyway, folks, yeah. So you know the crack. I'm just watching the match here. Hopefully it's going to finish 1-1. In that there, and all goes to shit. Sound is up. That's us now. Happy days. Sounds perfect. Yep. So far tonight we have there Ciara Griffin down in Slade. How doing, Ciara? The Athrees, and our good friend Marty Heaney down in the house, racing up ahead of getting his turkey teeth done. Hope it goes well for you, mate. Can't wait to see the before and after pictures of these things. Elaine as well. Even though everyone missing you, Marty, imagine giving them a miss due to your teeth. I know, for God's sake, Iona, I've heard of all the excuses now. And just a wee heads up, folks, so next week there's going to be no show on. I know you're probably going, Jesus Christ, you're only back for a couple of weeks after being off. But basically, I do a wee local disco for the kids in the local youth club in Glenparent. In Carrigot Youth Club every year at Halloween and stuff. I do a Christmas one for them as well. So next week, obviously Halloween falls on Thursday. They're going to have their disco in the community centre on the Wednesday night. So actually, when I took the booking for it, I actually forgot all about the show. I mean, yeah, no problem. And then I sort of realised last week, Jesus, I won't be able to do the show next week. But sure you'll understand. The local kids come first in the area. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. Right, so you know the crack, folks. If you have any tunes you want to hear, if any requests, anything at all, right, hold on a second. Just give us a wee shout. I'm going to have to put this picture up, so I have to put this picture up. Jesus Christ. I was going to put it on the front of the camera, but listen, what I'll do is, to do it justice, I have to put it on the screen. Marty just sent me there. So I'll play a song here, right, and then I'll get this here downloaded and I'll put it on the screen for you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, so the next song we'll do, the first one there we've done was the Bold Fenian Men, from a band from South Derry here, no longer, like, they haven't been going a good few years. It's a band called Celtic Rogue, who Marty Higgins used to be in as well. But great album to have. So it's great to finally get hold of that album, even though it was released many years ago. But I did used to play a lot of the songs from it on the Sunday show, but I think it's the first time playing one of them on this show. So what we're going to do now, we're going to play a song from a Derry man this time, guy who features lots on the show, Sean McCafferty. So if you're on Spotify, folks, check out his latest album. So it's basically all those songs he's recorded in the house over lockdown and stuff and whatever, in his kitchen, and so he's called it Sessions from the House. So it's Sean Shaun McCafferty. Check it out on Spotify. So this one here I'm going to do is the People's Own MP. Great version of this song. So I say check Sean out. He's a phenomenal singer. We'll feature him here loads of times and all the notes from Derry recordings. So this one here is Sean McCafferty with the People's Own MP, folks, on Rebel FM.
How many more must die now? How many must we lose before the island people their own destiny can choose? From a mortal Robert Emmett to Bobby Sands MP, who's given 30,000 votes while in captivity. No more he'll hear the lark's sweet notes upon the Ulster air, or gaze upon the snowflake to calm his deep despair. Before he went on hunger strike, young Bobby did compose rhythm of time, the weeping wind and the sleeping rose. He was a poet and a soldier, and he died courageously, and he was given 30,000 votes. He was a people's own MP. Thomas says she gave everything in 1917. Lord Mayor of Cork, McSweeney, died the freedom to obtain. Never one of all our dead have died more courageously than Bobby Sands from Twinbrook, the people's own MP. He was a poet and a soldier, and he died courageously. We gave him 30,000 votes while in captivity. Forever we remember him, that man who died in pain, that his country north and south might be united once again. To mourn him is to organise and build a movement strong, with ballad box and the armour light, with music and with song. He was a poet and a soldier, and he died courageously, and he was given 30,000 votes. He was a people's own MP. He was a poet and a soldier, and he died courageously. He was given 30,000 votes. He was a people's own MP.
They call it the law, we call it internment, apartheid, partition, conscription, and silence. It's the law that they use to keep you and me where they think we belong. They hide behind steel with bulletproof glass, machine guns and spies, and to tell us who suffer the tear gas torture we've done wrong. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning, no time to show tears of our fears in the morning, no time for goodbye, no time to ask why. When the sound of the siren is the cry of the morning, they suffered the torture, rotted in cells, they went crazy, wrote letters and died. And the limits of pain they endured, it was loneliness got them instead. When the courts gives in to justice as given by one man of thugs. And sometimes they fought for the will to survive, and most times just to wish they were dead. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning, no time to show tears of our fears in the morning, no time for goodbye, no time to ask why. When the sound of the siren is the cry of the morning, Francis Hughes and his cousin Thomas McElway as well. Black Pig came for Patsy O'Hara, Tony Taylor and some of their friends. In Boston, Chicago, Saigon, San Diego, Palestine, Iraq, Afghanistan, Bogota, Derry and Belfast. And those places, they never made headlines, this never ends. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning, no time to show tears of our fears in the morning, no time for goodbye, no time to ask why. And the sun of the siren is the cry of the morning. To your sisters and brothers, the world if I each on. For they say you get used to the war, and that doesn't mean that this war isn't on. For the fish need the sea to survive, like your people need you. And those death squads can only get to them if first you can't get through to you. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning, no time to show tears about fears in the morning, no time for goodbye, no time to ask why. And the son of the siren, son of the siren, son of the siren is the cry of the morning.
There we go, folks. How you doing? So there was Callie's Men there for you. And before that there we had a tune for, that was the Sean McCafferty song. So, say folks, get there a few years were starting to join in now after the matches had finished. See there, so it's the game finished 0-0, which is a bloody excellent result, obviously, away from home in Champions League in Italy. For all the sort of the shit Austin Trussey's been getting and sort of Scales as well of late, obviously, but I think anybody that's been giving Liam Scales grief needs their head looked at. But yeah, I think the whole team tonight obviously played really well. I've seen bits of the match, seen the whole first half before I come down here, so yeah, very well done, very happy. So that's 4 points on the board anyway in the Champions League after, but that's three games, isn't it? Here, you take it all day long, so definitely happy days. Yeah, so I said I was going to send you the picture of Marty's teeth. So this is basically him now pre-surgery. So he is. Geez, it looks like they took out more than bloody 7 teeth, Marty. So here is what they reckon he's going to look like once he gets the surgery done. So it's definitely an improvement on you, Marty, I have to say. So it is like something that you're starting to look like Michael Connell with them teeth. So you are. But yeah, fair play, mate. I hope that your mouth is all rested for tomorrow morning. But so folks, yeah, welcome along. This is Rebel FM. So apologies further on for the wee mishap and the 3 shows that I had to cut off the first 20 minutes, just getting the sound right. So apologies, but say these here with the issue with the electric early on, it obviously has done something to the settings I had, because I say I came down, set everything up perfect, and God knows how the electric shut off. I just don't know what happened, but it did anyway. So unfortunately, but we're back anyway. We're on live, and we'll maybe go a wee bit over 9 o'clock, maybe not. We'll see what happens. But say, folks, so get your requests in. Say we're not going to have the quiz tonight, unfortunately, because Marty isn't here. So we'll keep the questions Marty had for me for the next show. So we'll do that there. So So let's see where you are listening tonight. So, Marley, you bastard. Gee. Gee, it's a bit of crack, Marley, you know what I mean? All a bit of banter, so it is, you know. See, Derek Daly, great fight. Be the Celts, good at the draw, definitely. The Athies, who is this here? So they're watching it on YouTube. The AETH, the Athers. So what are you, a band or something, or what's the first time seeing that name on the stream? Iona, what's crap? Hope you enjoyed Santa Ponza, missus, and your headmaster didn't mind give you the time off. Thank God that game's over. Stressful, but a massive point away from home. Definitely massive point indeed. So this, Anya, can I have Shay Doolan's version of Sean South, please? Only if you agree to come on the show and do the questions with me. The Marty was going to ask me tonight. If you do it there, I'll play Shay's version of Sean South for you. So I'm only joking. No, but really. So Kira, let's see. Normally what we'll do is I'll be controlling the music and Marty's writing down all the requests and all whatever, like old school style. But I haven't got sort of the patience or the time for it, so I'm just going to try and flick through the comments. See, Graham Keaton, can you play the Brimmer medley by the Blarney Pilgrims? Yep, I think that there's on Spotify. I'll have a wee joke, mate. So all for you. Hope you're keeping well, Graham. So Kira was looking for, where's that wee request there? Ro, can you play Emer's Teddy O'Neill, whose birthday it is today? Yes, not a problem. We'll get that on here now for you. So here we go. This is Emer McLaughlin, who's over in Italy at the minute. Live their best life, playing for Dixie, I think it is, at one of the big Celtic events. She's over on stage tonight with Coach at 9 o'clock. So if any is over there, I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
No time to climb trees or to hurl or to dance. Growing up in the 70s was given no chance. Your parents worked hard to buy their own home, to raise a family. Watch the roots grow. Sadly, comfort and safety was too much to ask for a Catholic family in loyalist Belfast. A cruel life, watch your young sisters beaten, your home petrol bomb, see your mother's heart breaking. Your brother took a job in the shipyard in town, bullets in his lunch from those loyal to their crime. Murdered for his creed, didn't come home that day. For turning up to work, what a price to pay. Brave Teddy O'Neill for Ireland gave all. For justice and freedom you answered her call. Your name is engraved with our patriots true. Teddy O'Neill will not forget you. In the Belfast Brigade, proudly Teddy took a stand, while an active service became a wanted man. Our fearless freedom fighter with a heart made of gold, his seeds of freedom blossomed as he watched his daughter grow. Jumped out a window to escape from the rain. The Brits fired after him, they wanted Teddy dead. Finally captured after 5 years on the run, interrogated and tortured, they couldn't break our son. We're letting you out to kill you, the RUC did sneer, but Teddy held his head up high, though he knew his time was near. Summer in Belfast, when rose petals fall, police open fire with no warning call. Brave Teddy O'Neill for Ireland gave all. For justice and freedom you answered her call. Your name is engraved with our patriots true. Terence Teddy O'Neill will not forget you. fatal shots could his life have been saved? Was first volunteer, buried in Hilltime with pride. Joe McDonald, Bobby Sands, forever by your side. For truth and justice will always campaign. Those shoot to kill victims, Britain's bloody shame. Father Murphy and Derry, Gibraltar, Lockall, like Teddy O'Neill for Ireland gave all. Brave Teddy O'Neill for Ireland gave all. For justice and freedom you answered her call. Your name is engraved with our patriots true. Terence Teddy O'Neill will not forget you. Terence Teddy O'Neill will not forget you.
That is Emer Nicklachan there with volunteer Terence Teddy O'Neill, especially for Ciara Griffin that once. Ciara, hope you enjoyed that. There you go. Folks, you know the crack. Say, if you have any requests, there's a few starting to come through here. Just get them in. We're going to be here at about 9 o'clock. And just a wee reminder, so next week won't be here. Say, hopefully Marty's teeth on the operation went well by then. And he'll be back. And let's say that the light we have here that's in the corner, it'll be shining off his nighters, so it will, if he's in the studio here in the next 2 weeks. So he will. But I'm looking forward to seeing the other pictures here, Marty. Definitely. Yeah, so if you have any requests you want, get them in. And say tonight, say we'll have no quiz running on or the football results, as because Marty isn't here. So and I haven't had time to look up them. And I need him here to do this kind of shit. And I hate to say it, but Marty, I'm missing you on the show tonight. So obviously it's a wee bit different than the format we had on a Sunday, where it was just me and doing my own thing, whatever. So some of the wee sort of things we do need two people to do it. Do you know what I mean? So that's why. So the night's show will definitely be a bit of a mishmash and probably just a not a disaster, but just a not as sort of unprofessional as it normally is, just probably very unprofessional tonight, but we'll get through it. So you know the crack anyway. So folks, there's nothing you want to ask me, like personally. I'm like here like an agony aunt tonight. I feel like opening my mind up and just unloading some stuff. So far away, and we'll get something controversial out of me. See us, mate. Maybe that's not a great idea, given my past history of making statements. So it isn't. So yeah, right. So we'll look for Bronnie Pilgrim's song. So for Graham. So this time we're going to do a bit of a Spirit of Freedom. So I've seen there me putting up this earlier on, folks. We'll see. So a big fans gathering, getting very, very close now. It's only basically a month and a few weeks away. So it's going to be taking place this year in the Raleigh Macaulay Club. The main night, sorry, the main night being Saturday the 30th of November. And all good laddies who's all going. Headlined by Spirit of Freedom, Damien Quinn, Quaven, as you all know him, Kev O.D., and then Paul from Clover is going to be coming up for the weekend to join us for the whole weekend. Yeah, he's made him same in Rebel Sundays on that Sunday night, same mate. The tickets are £15, and that £15 gets you 2 wristbands, so one for the Saturday night and one for the Sunday afternoon, which is our annual sort of recovery day, and just a wee bit of sort of session and just sort of join in and get to have a yarn with each other. So that's taking place in the Raleigh as well on Sunday the 1st of December. That's the next day, first day of December. Like, doors open 2 o'clock. So I'm assuming Celtic are playing that day, probably about 12. So we'll probably show the match in the big screen from about 12, and then obviously we'll be kicking off at 2 o'clock. That day, Paul from Clover will be headlining for us. Toby Mack, who you all know, will be pushing him of late, trying to get lots and lots of gigs for him through the Q-Home Promotions scene. And then, of course, myself, DJ Rebel Row, I'll be doing a few tunes at the start and a few tunes at the end as well. So if you haven't got your tickets, folks, get your tickets now. There is tickets available behind the bar in the Roddies, or if not, the address for the wristbands to buy them online is on the wee scroll screen at the bottom of your screen. I'm going to put it on back in a minute. You can look, so it's www.rebel-podcast.bigcartel.com. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but it's just the website we use for the merchandise. So get your tickets, folks. £15. Get you 2 wristbands for the Saturday and their Sunday. So good. A lot of them sold already. I think we're maybe around the 100 mark now, but obviously we could do with selling a few more to make sure all the bands and all is paid. Of course, this thing always is, folks. I mean, for me, I have never made any money from any of these things. So I haven't, obviously it's always, but we've always had a great lineup of gigs or of singers on. So them singers and bands always that they paid for, so do. So the tickets have always sort of went towards paying the bands. So say we've got 100 or so far, but obviously you still need to get a few more. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, get them now, please. Hopefully we'll see you at the gig. Right, so we're going to play the Spirit of Freedom this time with the bottled Jared Casey this time. So we'll just keep this on the screen while the song's playing, so you know obviously the Spirit of Freedom are going to be headlining our gig for this year's Big Fans Gathering.
The song I will sing of a brave young Irishman in a struggle for freedom to free Ireland. He joined the IRA, became a volunteer, and his comrades in arms, he never showed no fear. Volunteer Jared Casey, freedom fighter to all, the right of his country, he answered the call. And unlike the service, he would never ask why. This brave volunteer was not afraid to die. This one from the Phantom, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Jared Casey's a name, was sharp and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. In his younger days, lived his life to the full, playing Gaelic football. Things were not so dull. Working with his father, serving out his time to set Ireland free. To him it was no crime. No stranger to harassment at the hand of the foe. He was tortured, arrested, to Castlereagh he'd go. Threatened by imprisonment and death in the end, our brave volunteer, to them he would not bend. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Jared Casey's a name, was sharp and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. And pro-British assassins in the cover of dark, headed for a sharking onto Shamrock Park. With their guns of terror, they burst through the door, and the cowards went looking, family man of four. They found him with his wife, his baby girl in bed. They sprayed English bullets, they left Jared Casey dead. The cowards had fed the sadness at night for his wife and young family to carry on the fight. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Jared Casey's a name, was sharp and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. His funeral at St Mary's, guard forces of the crown, large crowd defied him, the rain lashed down. The piper he played farewell at the grave in honour of Gerald, brave as off the brave. Gallant fallets here, Northampton Brigade, in a rain-swept graveyard, that's where he was laid. Volunteers gone before him, who lie in a plot, Jack Casey and their names will never be forgot. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jack Casey's the name, a shark and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jack Casey's the name, a shark and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife.
That's the Spirit of Freedom era, folks, with the ball of volunteer Jared Casey. It's Rebel FM on the Rebel podcast, multi-streaming live via tonight on YouTube, and on the Rebel podcast page on Facebook, and on the DJ Rebel Row page on Facebook as well, folks. So thanks very much for joining me. It's good for you on. Obviously, a few more and I join after the match has been on. Again, great result. 0-0 away from home is fantastic. So it is. Marty, I don't know what pitch you're talking about, so I don't. I'll have to look and see if you've sent me another picture, have you? I can't seem to find that one, so I can't. So yeah, a few people have mentioned in the comments there. Let's see, 1 second. Especially Richard O'Callaghan says, yeah, any songs with Roy Walsh of the IRA England, R.I.P. Roy. Yes, he was buried today, so he was. Local volunteer who, just speaking to my dad about him, he was at his funeral today, so he was. He spent 21 years in different English jails. So he did. From what I'm told, let's put this on the screen here now. From what I'm told, every time his family went over to try and visit him, they moved him to a different jail, whatever, and they were busy chasing their arse around the country trying to go get a visit with him. So they were, which was absolutely horrendous. Like, but I think actually, I suppose what he was being charged of done, blow up the Old Bailey. They were going to obviously make life very, very hard for him and his family over there. So they were. So, yeah. So that was Roy Walsh, who was buried today, folks, 1948 to 2024, who passed away there at the weekend. Unfortunately, so obviously thinking of Roy's friend and family. So we'll all try and get a song. We'll look out for one for him. I was actually looking about. I don't think was any songs written there about the Old Bailey bombing, so it wasn't. But we'll look and try and find one. So what we'll do is we'll keep this on the screen here now, right, and play this next tune. So this is the one that Graham was looking for. He was looking for the Brimmer medley from the Blarney Pilgrims. So if any's might recognise the drumming in this here and the drumming in Athenry sounds very, very similar, but because it's the same drummer in both bands. So it was. I just love the it's like sort of killy sort of drumming in it. I really love it, the way the rolls. So this one especially for Graham Keaton, this one, the Blarney Pilgrims with the Brimmer medley on Rebel FM.
There's a uniform that's hanging in what's known as Father's room. A uniform so simple in its style. It has no braid of gold nor silk, no hat or feathered plume. Yet me mother has preserved it all the while. One day she made me try it on, a wish of mine for years. In memory of your father, son, she said. And when I put the sambron on, she was smiling with the tears. She placed the broad black brimmer on me head. It's just a broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn, with a careless whisk of ladies of the breeze. An old trench coat, all battle stained and worn, and breeches almost slipper at the knees. A Sam Brown belt with a buckle big and strong, a holster that's been empty many's a day. When men claim Ireland's freedom, the one that choose to For there's another regiment the devil calls his own, known as the Black Watch, commissioned by the throne. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. Sure, Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. These soldiers come from Scotland, a place we all know well, from the hardest parts of Glasgow, where the Teddy boys they dwell. They're given a British uniform, they're given a British gun. They join the British Army just to have themselves some fun. Strolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. Sure, Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. When I grow up and marry, I'll have a little son. I'll tell him about the regiment and the terrible things they've done. And when he grows older, becomes a man like me, he'll join the provisional IRA and set all Ireland free. Yeah! Rolling down the Falls Road with riot guns and gas, terrorising women as they're coming out of mass. Scottish traitors we never will forget. Thank God we know the Irish sure aren't beaten yet. Well, I am a merry ploughboy, I plough the fields by day, till a sudden thought came to my mind that I should run away. Well, I always hated slavery since the day that I was born. So I'm off to join the IRA, and I'm off tomorrow morn. So we're all off to Dublin in the green, where the helmets glisten in the sun, where the bayonets flash and the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun. I leave behind me pick and me spade, I leave behind my plough, and I leave behind me old grey mare. No more will I need her now. I leave behind my Mary, she's the Gersha I do adore, and I wonder if she'll think of me when she hears the cannons roar. So we're all up to Dublin in the green, where the helmets glisten in the sun, where the bayonets flash and the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun. And when this war it is over, and dear old Ireland's free, I will take her to the church to wed, and a rebel's wife she'll be. Now some men they fight for silver, and some men they fight for gold, but the IRA are fighting for the land that the Saxons stole. So we're all up to Dublin in the green, where the helmets glisten in the sun, where the bayonets flash and the rifles crash to the echo of a Thompson gun. It was the uniform been worn by me father long ago. He reached me mother's homestead on the run. It was the uniform he wore in the little church below, when old Father Mackey blessed the Paris one. And after his the treaty and the parting of the ways. He wore it when he marched over the rest. And when they bore his body down the rugged head of Braze, they placed a broad black brimmer on his breast. It's just a broad black brimmer with ribbons frayed and torn, with a careless whisk of minis of the breeze. An old trench coat, all fat and stained with war, and breeches almost threadbare at the knees. A Sam Brown belt with a bundle big and strong, a holster that's been empty many's a day. When men came Irish freedom, no one did choose to lead them, or wear the broad black brimmer of the eye. Thank you very much, thank you.
Indeedy. There's the Brimmer medley there from the Blarney Pilgrims, the great Blarney Pilgrims, the Blarney Pilgrims, especially for Graham Keaton, that one there. So it is. So yeah, a few more requests we're looking for here. We have Anya's one up next. So it is. We'll do a wee bit of Shay Doolan, our good friend Shay. Check out Shay Doolan's social media, folks. Cracking gig last night there over in Italy, and I just sort of posted or saying this is why he's the best in the business. I'm going to say like the best in the business. I do mean like for the sort of Celtic and sort of related stuff. Obviously, people say, "Oh, yeah, what about him and what about Gary Ogan, what about Jerry Glack and all this here?" What I mean is like when it comes to doing that sort of big gig like that there, and with sort of the Celtic fans and the Celtic songs, and the Celtic related tunes, that's what I mean. Sort of Shay Doolan, he's definitely the best in the business for it. Like, so he is. No offense, Matt. Anybody like to go on, but I know sometimes I say something that's been took in the who do he think he's talking about? Oh, how's he got any authority to say this and all there? And heard it all bloody before, like, but. Obviously, there's a whole big hurrah there about the Wolf Tones being like their last farewell weekend in the Three Arena 2 weeks ago. So now they announced today, so they're going to be doing a gig in Thomond Park. What's there's Limerick, isn't it? Thomond Park. That's where they play their rugby games there. So, by all accounts, it seems that Aidan Brown has been posting about it's looking like we're going to get the Croke Park gig. Now, if there was, I would be there. I mean, obviously, thought I was seeing the Tones this year at the field of the very said himself. Seen them, didn't think wasn't happy with the gig at all. Thought it was terrible gig. But so really, you have to understand the older they are and whatever, and the backing tracks to use and all, etc. But still, was great to see them on last time. But I think if they were to play Croke Park, I would be there, honestly. What a gig that would be. Do you know what I mean? I suppose they are just trying to milk out, get another few quid. Like, I mean, there was a lot of people who missed out on tickets, so there was, for their last gigs. I know it was all over social media, people asking, Jesus, is there like any more tickets going all this year, etc. But they have announced there now, so it's going to be on Sunday, the 13th of July, 2025? So it's next year. It's not even this year. July next year. This is at Thomond Park, Thomond Park Stadium. So there you go. So you never know. You might see one in. Eamon Melly's just sent me a picture through here. And that's a bit similar to the picture I just put up. Marty, I don't know if you were on the seen it. But I actually might stick it up. It is a good one, so it is. And Eamon, listen, mate, thank you very much. You're a legend, mate. I get some weeks where I don't want to text you and go, listen, mate, cheers for this out there, because it's just you know what I feel about you. So honestly, mate, appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, I might stick Eamon's picture up that he's just sent me here. Yes, what there's 2025, 13th of July, Sunday, Thomond Park Stadium. The Wolf Tones. So we might see the Croke Park gig yet. So folks, we might see it yet. Right, jump into a few comments here and see what how people are saying. Let's see. Spirit of Freedom, anything from the Lark album. That album there, I actually don't know what album it is. I just know it's a Spirit of Freedom album. That's the only thing I have. There's about 12 songs on it, so it is. But I don't even know what album it is. I just know it says Spirit of Freedom, and there's a load of songs, so I couldn't tell you whatever. See, Guy Nordgate, Big Road, do you a pin badge with your logo on, please? Listen, a few people asked me before about doing like a pin badge, but the thing is, it's getting it made up and nicely out, and then you have to get so many of them made, and it costs a few quid to do this. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's sort of something I might look into eventually, because you're not the first person that's asked me about doing it. Whatever. I mean, so I suppose it's something maybe. Marty had been saying about as well, but doing when we have the big fans gathering, but getting some merch done. So I've been looking into getting maybe some cups made. I think that would be a nice idea, like a Rebel FM one with the Rebel Rebel podcast on your side, or just the Rebel Rebel podcast one, whatever. So I've been looking at prices and stuff for cups, so we'll see, you never know. Yeah, they'd have been better doing it in July this year. Not a problem, Graham, there you go. Roger Martin, how you doing, Roger? Another guy from Sweden in tonight, there we go. So Ian was just saying, where's she? Ro, fantastic interview with your dad. Finally got to listen to it all when I got home at the weekend. Yeah, over 3 hours, folks. If any haven't listened to this yet, so it was recorded last Monday night. I done basically, obviously, because Tuesday was the 50th anniversary of the Burner Long Kish and the CR Gas Tax. So I sat in here in the studio with my dad, and I sat down. I knew it wasn't going to be a quick sort of show, but over 3 hours it was. But it's all on YouTube now to watch it, folks. So if any haven't seen it, it's a very emotional interview for me and for my dad as well. So if you have, you can maybe go and watch a bit of it, and then back and watch the rest of it, and then go back and watch the rest of it, whatever, and watch it in parts, maybe an hour at a time or something. But it is a phenomenal interview. I actually haven't went and listened to the whole thing back myself yet, so I've been sort of having it on the lorry the other day. Obviously, whenever you can go back on YouTube and just listen to where the last bit was you left off. So yeah, but for me it was great to get the interview done, because it's there now, you know what I mean? As I sort of said about that on the night, listen, it's there for my kids now, for grandkids, I'm going watch it, and if they want to know about our family history, about my dad's history, being involved basically with the movement and all, whatever, and how he got into jail and this and that, and his own family, obviously my grandparents are dead and gone now, so they are, so obviously he tells a good bit about them and how he was born in Malta as well. I mean, in the interview, it's a really good interview. So it is, and obviously a good bit. I mean, I think it was over an hour before we actually get in to start talking about Long Kish. But yeah, folks, if you haven't watched it, go and check it out on my YouTube channel. You'll see basically the picture of me and my dad in front of it. The 50th anniversary. So Iona says merch for the big fans. Yes, so we're definitely looking into it. So our Kev done, yeah, pin badge would be good. Roger Markland says, yeah, loved the interview too. Cheers, thanks very much, Pip. Right, so this one is for my sister Anya. So she was looking a bit of Shay Doolan, and this is from Shay's very, very first album. So you'll maybe recognise that the recording quality maybe isn't as great for this one as it was for the sort of previous two done before this or after this. So this one is from his album Scouse, Not Irish, and this is Shay's version of Sean South.
one from County Monaghan and one from Gallio. No more will the seagulls cry on the morning shining tide, for he fell beneath a northern sky, brave O'Hanlon by his side. They have gone to join the gallant band of London, fierce and soul. Another martyr, old Ireland, shall stand on Gallio.
Sorry, I had just rushed back into the studio here. That was Shay Dillon there with Sean South, especially for Anya. So yeah, folks, this is Rebel FM here on the Rebel podcast platform, multi-streaming on YouTube and on 2 channels on Facebook, on the Rebel podcast page and on the DJ Rebel Row page. Right, you may have seen me putting this up earlier on there at the start of the show. So on Wednesday the 29th of January, Celtic will be playing Aston Villa at Villa Park, and going by the way Aston Villa are playing at the minute, it's could be a tough match, definitely a tough match. But listen, the amount of Celtic fans that's travelling to Birmingham over that week is phenomenal. And I think they only get offered like 2,000 tickets or something, and I'd say there must be at least 50,000 Celtic fans travelling into Birmingham. The amount of gigs is happening. I know Dixie has a good few gigs happening. There's Macara is doing a few gigs as well all over the place. So glad to say that myself and Kev OD are going to be heading to the St Patrick's Club for the Black Country Che Guevara CSC. So we're leaving here on the Tuesday night, getting the boat at about 11 o'clock or something. If you travel overnight, hopefully get a wee kip on the boat, and then we'll arrive and hopefully in Birmingham for about maybe 9 o'clock that morning. We officially start at 2 p.m. So doors open at 12 o'clock in St Patrick's. So do. We start about 2. We play right through the day. 2 of us been doing a few DJ sets. Cal will be singing a couple of sets as well. So there is an admission required for any non-members of the Che Guevara Supporters Club. Now, say the venue is not massive, so if any buses or anybody wants to go over there to go to this here gig, it's going to be a cracking gig, folks. You need to contact the St Patrick's Club themselves on Facebook, so you can see the wee logo there, so you can. That's the logo if you're looking for it. Type in St Patrick's Club. You'll see there, it's on the poster. That's the one that'll pop up. So check out them and just busy say, listen, you want to book in, how much is it exactly? I'm not really sure of the admission, but again, cheers to our great friend, great supporter of the show, James McClave, for sorting this all out. Without him, this wouldn't be happening. So James, fair play to you, mucker, for your perseverance and getting this gig going. So myself and Kev are very, very grateful. So cheers, thank you. Right back to the screen, my ugly bake here, folks, from myself, Row. So let's see, a few more comments. People are saying what he's going. Let's see. Right, this is Iona. I'll see if I can get one to bring back at the Scotland Face. Iona's just great. I mean, she's just everybody's wee mate, and she'll do young for everybody. Obviously, that's what I mentioned about how, when we're talking there about the big fans gathering, that is how I sort of first laid eyes on Iona. Don't really know how, like, she ended up going to the gig or not. I mean, I don't really know how you ever told me, Iona, how you ended up actually going to the first one, the PD. So you got tickets and there's a few years come over. I think it was a few years, was there? But turned out, so she sent me a PM the next day on the Sunday and said, listen, look, hey, look, I lost my phone last night. If anybody finds it, can you tell them, whatever. So I checked with the PD and said, yeah, there was a phone here left behind, and I went down to get it. turns out, yep, it was Iona's phone. So another guy who was his first time coming over, Steph McNally, Steph, who's great friend of the show. He's been to every big fans gathering as well as Iona has. He basically he was getting the bus back over the next day. So he was on the Monday, I think it was. So I had said, listen, there's Iona's number. Can you give her a ring and arrange? Can you meet her at the Buchanan bus station or something, whatever, with her phone? So she went and met him at the bus station. She got her phone back, and from them we've sort of been very, very good friends ever since. And obviously, I've met Iona many times when we've been playing in Scotland and stuff, and she's over here, like she's over here every other week. So she is. But and really, really good friend. And that's how I end up getting friends with Iona. I mean, it's amazing to think through this here platform, folks, of the Rebel podcast, doing this show and obviously doing the big fans gathering gigs. Same with James McClave. I don't really know how James ended up coming to the first one. I know he was watching the show. Me and the missus going to come over with our young lad and stuff, and James' other son. And since then, like, me and James have been like that. I mean, I've over and stayed with him. He's more and stayed at my house many, many times. And I would class him as one of my best friends now. So I mean, and it's all because of this show. I mean, it's amazing to think the sort of the friendships and relationships you get from doing this here, from people who you would never ever have met before, without doing this. And it's crazy. Sometimes you have to sit back and just look and go like, look at the sort of community we have created doing this show. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very heartwarming. So it is, definitely. Marley says she's a pain in the hole. Iona says, I saw it advertised on Facebook and thought, I'm going to that. Best to say never. Thank God for Steph McNally. Definitely, indeed. But just as well you sent me the text that time, Iona, or the message to the Facebook page, or you wouldn't have ever got it back. But then again, at least that night, well, that's not mentioned phones. That night, that gig, there's another incident with our other acquaintance, who will not mention, by the name of O'Neill, who was acting a bollocks that night in the PD, and then acted a bigger bollocks the next night in the Rock Bar, and obviously we all know what happened there, and which is the reason I probably never set foot in West Belfast again, so you won't. But so definitely, folks, it's just explaining how I met a lot of users. I mean, even there's a lot of ones. Watch this here as well. So say we're at gigs and doing, people come up to me and go, obviously they know me through doing the podcast, so they're friends with me maybe on Facebook because that, or I accept their friend request. But see, a lot of times I feel really shit. People come up to me and go, "Oh, right, and they give you a hug and all, and you're going like, who is this person? I mean, I haven't." And you feel shit because actually they know who you are, and you're going yourself. But there's so many people like that have friended me, and then obviously met me at gigs, and and then when it comes to the recipient, they see me in sort of public, and I'm going, so fuck it. And they're probably going themselves, well, he doesn't know who I am. One of them ones, like, whatever. And then next thing you'll get a message the next day on Facebook going, mate, that was me last night, I was talking to you, I don't remember. And you go, that's the name there, that's that person. And you're going, you just feel like a dick. You're going, sorry, whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just, I mean, there's over 20,000 followers on this page. So there is, you know what I mean? So that's the issue. Let's see. Guy says, can I make a suggestion, Ro, please? Ask how many would buy a pin badge to get some ideas. See, it's alright saying it there. Listen, how many people will go or this gig? Oh, I go, and then they don't buy tickets. It's alright saying, how many would James, yes. See, there you go. That's these all people come saying that they were speaking to me at the gigs. So really, really, honestly, really appreciate it, folks. Sorry. But say, like I said, this wouldn't happen. All these random sort of people come up to me and speaking to me, without me doing this show and creating like the sort of community we have. Let's see, guy says, we need you to get doing sizing and seizures in Bell's Hill Row here, but would love that there. But I spoke to them a few times about maybe doing our gig with myself and Kev. It just didn't happen the last time. But listen, you never know. We'll maybe get something arranged on the next time. We'll definitely want to do that gig again. Myself and Kev go over and doing our few gigs in Scotland. Because I know the other few bars we played them definitely wanted us to come back. Right, so we can't do a Rebel FM show or a Rebel podcast show without playing a bit of the Irish Brigade. So this time we're going to do another song from one of their live albums, The Two Brentons. Another song that Jerry Glacken wrote about Brenton Moley and Brenton Burns from South Armagh. And I have to say, if any of you have done the Two Brentons tour, folks, around South Armagh, you'll know how it's amazing. We were lucky enough to go and do it a good few years ago when I was in the only all-staff flute band. And the whole band went. It was like I think it was one of the ex-prisoners sort of groups got us the funding to go and do it, so we got the bus out. And basically, so somebody from the group that runs the tours at work on the bus with us and brought us around all these different spots in South Armagh and said, listen, Nick, this operation happened here, this had happened, and whatever. And they brought us into Crossmaglen, spoke to us about the Two Brentons, but that the most chilling thing for me, and probably for a bit of pride as well, was they brought us literally at the very, very top of the sort of it's not the Cooley Mountains. It's these mountains overlooking the narrow water, and so literally we're at the top of this hill. I think it's right beside a graveyard. So it is. So we're looking right down, and this guy was telling us about obviously the day the Ra had the two bombs on narrow water, and probably the biggest sort of operation the Ra ever had, and the deadliest one, like against the British Army. But see this guy telling us this, and you're just going like, and this is how this happened, and you're going, jeez, amazing. Like, so folks, if anybody's ever get the chance to go to see the Two Brentons tour in South Armagh, go and get it done. It's brilliant. So here we go. We'll go do this time, the Two Brentons from the Irish Brigade on Rebel FM.
Slow her down again this time. This time it's a song I wrote for two volunteers from South Armagh, for Brenton Moley and for Brenton Burns. Song's simply known as The Two Brentons. I'll tell a tale of gallant men who in the hills round Crossmaglen became a living legend in their day. Their daring deeds in freedom's fight shone like a beacon in the night, where Harvey and McVeary showed the way. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. Well, a pall of smoke rose o'er the land as cruel fate had played its hand. The two Brentons would have chose no other way. Well, they died the way they had won to go, in action against the British foe. They lived and died to serve the IRA. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. In Crossmaglen and Drummondtee we keep alive their memory. In Silver Bridge we speak their names with pride. And from Dorsey down to Katy Town, through generations we'll pass on their exploits and that cause for which they died. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Byrne. We're a special kind of people here. We breed defiance, never fear, and we'll still be here when the tide against England turns. Oh, for in our hearts we know we're right, and we never will give up the fight. We owe that much to Molly and to Byrne. Let's see it, sing it now. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Molly and to Byrne. We salute you, Brendan, Molly and Brendan Byrne.
That is the two Britons there, folks, from the Irish Brigade, recorded live in Dublin there for you. Just actually talking beforehand about that song. So Ray Callahan had just mentioned about the Kathleen Largy album when we were talking about my dad's interview. He says, great interview though. I was surprised you didn't know the Price Justice LP by Kathleen Largy and the Flan column. He spoke well on the memorial. No, listen, misunderstood. I did know, like, obviously, that, I'm going to put the picture up here now. The image of that album cover, there it is there. So obviously, I knew that that album and there was two guys in front of it, but I probably I hadn't realised who they were. Do you know what I mean? But obviously when my dad was saying, like, do you remember their album, like the Kevin Largy Price, the Justice album? That's two of the guys there were injured in the attack night when the burnings happened, and I went, right, okay. No, so it wasn't like I didn't know the album. I did know it, and I did know the two pictures were in front, but I hadn't realised who they were. Do you know what I mean, Myth? That's what I was saying. But so we're going to play actually a song from that there album now, because it's amazing. We always do something from Kathleen Largy every single week on the show, so we do. So I say, folks, if there's any more requests you want, I think I've got most of the ones you have asked for. I'll just go through the rest of the comments here and see. Let's see. Are you over in holidays now, Ray? What's Ryan Callahan? Right, sorry, Ryan. I thought it was Ray Callahan. Sorry, mate. So it's Ryan Callahan. Say that there, right? I was going to say you're not over in Lanzarote at the minute, you know. I think I've got all the requests done that people have asked for. Just looking through them here now. I think that's them all. So if there's any more tunes you want, folks, what's this here? Roger says, when they see this pic, there's Big Roo and very little Marty. What do you mean? Because he's not on the show tonight, or you just going saying at their picture that I'm much larger than Marty or something? Is that what you're saying? Like, is it like a wee fat dig you're having there or something? Right, we're going to do this here tune now from Kathleen Largy from their Price Justice album. This one is the Patriot Game. Great version of this tune. So it is. If you play, it'd be good. Like, here we go.
Come all you young rebels, and list while I sing. For the love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fear with the speed of a flame, and it makes us all part of the patriot game. My name is O'Hanlon, I've just gone 16. My home is in Monaghan, that's where I was weaned. I've read all my life, cruel England to blame, and so I'm a part of the patriot game. It's barely 2 years since I wandered away with a local battalion of the bold IRA. I've learned about heroes and wanted the same, to play out my part in the patriot game. They told me how Connolly was shot in the chest, his wounds from the battle all bleeding and bare, his fine body twisted, all battered and lame. That soon made me part of the patriot game. This island of ours has for long been half free, 6 counties still under John Bull's tyranny. So I gave up my boyhood to drill and to train, and to play my own part in the patriot game. And now as I lie here, my body all holds, I think of those traitors who bargained and sold. I wish that my rifle had given the same to the quislings who sold out the patriot game.
Take a look at you, old man, as you sit in your chair. You could be almost anyone, for all I know or I care. But on your chest there's a red star from your days long gone by, for a proud fading past, for a cause you held high. Son, we set out from Glasgow to the war-torn Spain, brave socialist fighters of the Scottish Brigade, not knowing our fate or what would befall, but for justice and freedom we were proud to give all. And my hands fought the fascists at Huram and Spain, and my heart beats for justice unto my dying day. set out for glory, but in my part to play in the fight against Franco at Huram in Spain. But for 5 weeks we waited to be handed a gun. They drove us into the fighting under Spain's blazing sun, and the fires of hell don't compare to the battle that day in the heat of Hurama. 7,000 lay slain. Then we ran out of bullets taken by Franco's men to Taverna de la Reina, and then moved on again. And the Calton had never seemed so far away as I lay in my prison in Salamanca in Spain. And my hands fought the fascists at Huramat in Spain, and my heart beats for justice until my dying day. I never set out for glory, but in my part to play in the fight against Franco at Huramat in Spain. Take a look at me now, boy, and the star on my chest. Some would have given everything for the cause of the left, of the parts that they played and the deeds that they done in the fight against Franco under Spain's blazing sun. In my hands fought the fascists at Huramat in Spain, and my heart beats for justice until my dying day. I never set out for glory, but in my part to play in the fight against Franco at Huramat in Spain. In my hands fought the fascists at Huramat in Spain, and my heart beats for justice until my dying day. I never set out for glory, but in my part to play in the fight against Franco at Huramat in Spain. In the fight against Franco at Huramat in Spain. Take a look at me now, boy, and the star on my chest.
So Stefan there, if you folks, from his album Rebel Heart. That was These Hands, brilliant tune there. So it was that is always asked for by the Wakes and played it all the time, but looked like our own homegrown singers a wee blast in the show as well. Haven't seen a lot of Stefan lately. Don't know what he's doing. I haven't seen a lot of gigs advertised with him, so I haven't. Hope he's doing alright. And before it there we had the Kathleen Loggy with the Patriot Game from the Price of Justice album. Go play a couple of tunes here, folks, then wrap it up for 9. I did say I might going over about 9 o'clock, but listen, folks, I haven't had a shower or nothing. Home from work, I'm down setting the stuff up. I'm at home for a while. Watch the first half of the match and then straight out the door again. So I'm up at 5. So I think we're up at 9. Definitely not. See, he's a daddy now, Ro, but still gigging. No, he's sort of still gigging away. Like, I just haven't seen him in a while. Like, so I haven't. There's Kieran McGack. What's the crack, McGack? How's you, Mucker? Evening, lad. Still trying to recover from Santa Ponza. Jesus Christ, mate. The age of you should be able to do a Santa Ponza trip every single week. So you should begin sort of the drink you probably took over there. Like, well, probably would take you a while to go over it. Kev Dunn. Cheers, oh, got ahead now. Hail, everyone. Back next week. So yeah, folks, tonight obviously wasn't my finest hour and a half or a bit. Definitely not proud of this show at all. With all the wee hiccups, because you know myself what sort of a bit like a perfectionist I am. But listen, these things are sent to trials, folks. Power cuts, whatever and all there. So there you go. So we're going to play 2 more songs and then we'll wrap up for the evening. So this time we're going to do a bit of the Rebel Hearts from County Tipperary. We're going to do this one, and this is one of the songs from my album released there for charity a few years ago, for Ribs for Hope for the Suicide Awareness. And this is the Galtley Mountain Boy, great Tipperary song, and I think this is the way this song should be sung at this sort of tempo, and brilliant version. This one, here we go.
Join the flying column in 1916 in Cork with Sean Moylan, Tipperary with Dan Brain, arrested by Free Staters and sentenced for to die. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. We went across the valleys, over the hilltops green, where we met with Dilly Lacey, Sean Hogan and Dan Breen, Sean Moylan and his gallant band. Oh, they kept the flag flying high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. We trekked the Dublin mountains, we were rebels on the run. Though hunted night and morning, we were outlaws but free men. We trekked the Wicklow mountains as the sun was shining high. Oh, farewell to Tipperary, said the Galtee Mountain Boy. To the Galtee Mountains that oft-time sheltered me, to the man who fought for our liberty, and they died without a sigh. May their cause be not forgotten, said the guilty mountain boy.
And that was the Rebel Hearts there, and that great just fluting there near the end by Paddy. Just phenomenal flute and whistle player. So he is great chanter and great, just great all round guy as well. There's definitely as a competition for maybe the nicest guy in Rebel music. I always sort of say Paddy Mangan, but Paddy from the Rebel Hearts is definitely up there as well. He's a guy. He's just so happy all the time. It's so just nice. I mean, like, so he is. But I think Paddy Mangan just edges it. So he does each time. Paddy's just maybe a bit too happy. So he is then again. So yeah, folks, listen, thanks to all you for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the great songs tonight. Let's see. Gak says should try and get over those all next year. Oh, Kieran, that's okay, Santa. Do you forget that I have like a wife and 2 kids and stuff, and like I can't just piss off to Santa Ponza for a week with all you and whatever. I mean, like I think we'll be lucky getting the holiday next year with the kids, and then obviously sure we're going to be in Gran Canaria as well. Why didn't you all go to Gran Canaria for the Celtic Festival? Arranged to go where? It's here. It's going to be some week again next year. So it is like definitely dates haven't been announced yet. Like, but here I think it should be very very soon. And old Gums himself says the main man will be back in 2 weeks, folks. Fresh back from Turkey with his fresh new nicers in. So well, why don't you get yourself a hair transplant there as well, Marty? You should. Normal service will resume. Well, I have to admit, Marty, like the first night you weren't here, or flying solo on this show on the Wednesday night, it has went to shit. Like, but I still put it down to the electrical power cut earlier on. That done something with that laptop and it knocked it off because it was working perfect when I came down at about 4:30 to set this all up. And obviously now it didn't. And it took me 25 minutes to figure out what the hell was wrong with. You done all right tonight, mate. Considering what? Right, so yeah, I'm going to wrap up the show here with a wee tune for Iona. I haven't played this version of the Sam song before. Well, this is the Athenry version live at the Barlands. So don't even know if actually I've heard this one. I've heard most of the songs in this album, but maybe not this one. But I know this is for our good friend Iona, who she likes the Sam song, let's just say. So again, thanks to you all, folks, for tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure. On my part, I can only apologise for Marty, who's normally sitting in this seat. I'm normally sitting over there. But he had to go to the dentist today and get his basically pre-work done for his trip to Turkey to see the Turkish doctor and get his new teeth put in. So I can understand why he wasn't able to make it because his mouth was full of blood and gauze earlier on. So I think he'd been sitting here just going talking like that all night, which like a washing machine would have been pointless. I mean, let's see, we are Santa Provo 2. Bring Laura and the kids too. Great show. Despite missing the sidekick. Sure you I made him money. So we go to Santa Ponza as well. Whatever. If it's not a problem. Like sure, we'll just do it. So anyway, so yeah, thanks to you all, folks. We'll see you. Don't forget, there's no show next week. Okay, because I'm doing the kids' Halloween disco. You know what I mean? It's me, myself, giving back to the community and all this here. Blah blah blah. So that'll be next Wednesday. So we'll be back with the show in 2 weeks' time. As Marty said, normal service will be resumed. We'll be back with a quiz, back with the football results and all there, etc. And hopefully back with a banter. But I say, on my part, not my proudest show tonight. But I've just been a bit flustered, so I was. But we'll get there in the end anyway. So it's your very, very last one, folks. This is Athenry with the Sam song on Rebel FM. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you very much. And come on, the Celts. What a result tonight against Atlanta away from home. Powerful.
Okay, folks, let's see the hands in the air, everybody. Here's a song about a weapon procured by the IRA to bring down the helicopters. A song called the Sam Song.
lights and mortar bombs, I thought I knew the score. Now we have a weapon that we've never used before. The Brits are getting worried, and they're going to worry more. Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, say up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. I started out with petrol bombs and throwing bricks and stones. About 100 more lads like me, I never was alone. So I learned that bricks and stones won't drive the Brits away. But it wasn't very long before. Who did I join? I joined the IRA. Everybody! Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, sing up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. Well, then there came internment in the year of 7-1. The Brits thought we were beaten and we were on the run. On that early August morning they kicked in our back door, but for every man they took away, sure there was plenty more. Everybody! Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, say up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. Well, I spent 8 years in the cages, had time to think and plan. Although they locked away a boy, I walked out a man. There's only one thing that I learned while in a cell I lay: the Brits will never leave us. Until when? Until they blow away. Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, sing up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, sing up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. All through the days of hunger strike I watched my comrades die, and in the streets of Belfast you could hear the women cry. I can't forget the massacre that Friday at Lockall. I salute my fallen comrades as I watch the choppers fall. Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, sing up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. Jockey Allah, sing up the ride. Up the ride, sing up the ride. Some missiles in the sky. Some missiles in the sky.